My name's Darren, and I'm not sure I'll be alive by the time anyone hears this. If you're listening to this, or reading it, just know what I saw in cell 17 was real. All of it. I work at Black Ridge Penitentiary, buried deep beneath the mountain range no map shows anymore. They say it's the most dangerous prison on earth. It's where governments send people and things they don't want remembered. I never asked questions. I just followed orders. Until I took the night shift, and they told me I was assigned to watch over cell 17. They didn't say why, just handed me a clipboard, a flashlight, and a key card that didn't work on any other door, not even the mess hall. Cell 17 is at the end of a hallway that always feels cold. Even the lights flicker different there. I passed rows of empty cells, some with claw marks, others with names carved so deep they bent the steel. When I reached cell 17, the air got thick, and he was already standing there, a pale man, thin, still, smiling like he'd been waiting for me. "You're late," he whispered, but he wasn't looking at me. He was looking through me. I should have walked away. No, ran. But I didn't. Something about his voice froze me in place, like hearing a lullaby in a language you don't know, but somehow remember. "You're Darren," he said. 29 years old, no kids, no wife. Your mother still leaves a light on in her kitchen window, just in case you ever come home." I hadn't told anyone at Blackridge anything. That was the point. You don't exist once you work here. But he knew me. Every line of my life. "How?" I asked. He just smiled. "I was here before this prison had walls," he said. "They didn't build it to hold people. They built it to hold secrets." He leaned close, eyes glowing faint and gold in the flickering light. "And I'm the last one who remembers the truth." "There's a rule here, Darren." He said my name like he owned it. A rule they never write down, but they all obey. I didn't speak, didn't blink. "Never speak to the man in cell 17. He chuckled, and yet here we are. I checked the clipboard. There was no record of him, no name, no number. Just black marker over cell 17's entire entry. They think if they erase me from paper, I'll vanish. He stood up again slowly. But the world doesn't work like that. I asked who he really was. His answer chilled me. "I'm the first man to see beyond the veil," he said, "and the last one they failed to erase."
That night, the lights flickered longer, buzzed louder, and then went off, just for 5 seconds. But in those 5 seconds, he wasn't in the cell anymore. He was standing at the glass, his hand flat against it, his eyes locked to mine. Then the lights came back, and he was sitting again, as if nothing had happened. "You're not ready," he whispered. "Not yet." I walked away, but even down the hall, I could still hear him humming a tune I had heard before in my dreams years ago.
I broke protocol the next day, went down to the lower levels, the archives, where they keep records no one reads. I searched for hours. Nothing on cell 17. Nothing on the man. But in an old drawer labeled Forgotten, I found one photo, black and white, burned at the edges. It was him, but the date read 1923. Same face, same eyes, same smile. Under the photo was a file labeled Project Whisper. All pages were redacted, except one line. Subject 17 claims to have met the architect of reality. Another line was underlined in red. He speaks in ways the human mind shouldn't understand, but does. I heard a voice behind me. I turned. No one there. But the photo had moved. It was now on top of the folder, and the man in it was looking directly at me. That night I dreamt of halls, endless ones, Black Ridge, but deeper, much deeper. The man stood in every hallway, facing away, until I turned. Then he'd be behind me. "You're starting to hear it, aren't you?" he said. "The hum beneath the world." I woke up sweating, nose bleeding, the light in my room flickering like it did outside cell 17. I returned to cell 17. He was waiting, sitting still. But now he looked younger. "You seen the hallway," he said. "You walked where your kind isn't meant to go." He asked me a question. "What do you think holds your world together?" I said gravity. He laughed. "No, Darren, it's the belief that what you see is all there is." Then he reached into his mouth and pulled out a small golden key. "Take it. Use it when the walls start bleeding." It happened during lunch. The walls in the break room started to bleed. Not fast, just a slow trickle. Dark, thick, silent. No one else saw it. I dropped my tray, backed away. The key in my pocket began to vibrate. When I held it, the bleeding stopped. But on the wall, written in blood,
was a sentence. Open it before they do. Back in cell block 5, a door had appeared. It wasn't on any blueprint. No one could open it. No lock, no handle, just a bronze shape etched into its surface, the same shape as my key. I used it. The door creaked open, revealing a stairway, descending into something that felt wrong. And echoing up from below was that same lullaby.
The stairs led down forever. Far deeper than Black Ridge was ever supposed to go. The concrete turned to stone. The stone turned to bone. Walls made from something once alive. There were carvings, symbols I couldn't read, but somehow understood. I heard voices, all whispering the same word, over and over, remember. When I reached the bottom, I found a room, circular, black as pitch, except for a single object in the center, a mirror that didn't reflect me. I stood before it, expecting to see my face, but what I saw was him, the man from cell 17, standing in a forest of light, wearing my uniform. He smiled, lifted his hand, and waved at me through the glass. The room shook. The walls started cracking. Behind me, I heard footsteps, but no one was there. When I turned back, the mirror showed me now, but I was screaming, mouth open wide, eyes rolled back, like I had seen something the world shouldn't allow. After that night, everything changed. The other guards started avoiding me, whispering, looking away when I entered a room. Even the warden stopped saying my name. I was being erased, just like cell 17. On the cameras, I wasn't there. My shift reports disappeared. I found the note in my locker. Quote, "Don't fight it. They can't unsee what you've become." And the signature was mine.
I returned to cell 17 again. He was smiling, but now he had no eyes. 2 empty sockets, black, leaking something that hissed on the floor. "You're almost free," he said. "They'll come for you soon." I asked him, "Free from what?" He just leaned close to the slot in the door again and whispered, "This isn't the first time we've spoken. It's just the first time you've remembered." Back in the archives, I found a record player. Old, dusty, unused. Next to it, a vinyl disc
shaped like a spiral. Not a circle, a perfect spiral. It played a voice, my voice, describing things I hadn't done yet, places I hadn't seen. I will meet the architect, it said. I will open the door inside the sun. I will trade my eyes for the truth. I shut it off, but it kept spinning, and the voice kept going.
That night, the alarms blared. Breach in Block C. Breach in Block D. Breach in reality. The last one wasn't on the speakers. It was in my head. I ran to cell 17. It was empty. Door wide open. On the wall behind it. We are all prisoners of the lie. And something else, written beneath in blood. Time to wake up, Darum. I followed the sounds, the hum beneath the world, down, deeper, into a chamber no one had entered in decades. Inside stood a being, not a man, not a god, something in between, a shape wearing time like a coat. You opened the mirror, it said. You saw what they erased. I dropped to my knees, couldn't breathe. It reached out, touched my forehead, and for a second, I remembered everything.
We're not people, not as we think. We are stories, dreams, told by something older than time. The prison, not for criminals. It's a vault for the truth, for things that crack the illusion. And cell 17, the man inside, he's the one who leaked, the one who remembered, the last mind that broke free from the lie. And now, so have I. I checked my records. Birth certificate, gone. Social Security, gone. Photos, faded. I called my mother. She said, I don't have a son. My face in the mirror isn't mine anymore. It's his. I'm becoming the man from cell 17. Because once you see the truth, you take his place. The cell doesn't hold a prisoner. It holds the reminder. And now, it's my turn.
If you're hearing this, then I failed. They'll come for you next because you listened, because you believed. The moment you wondered if this was real, you cracked the surface. And the man in cell 17 saw you. You'll dream of him, hear him humming, see the mirror. And when the walls bleed, you'll know it's time. Check your pocket. The key is already there.